Welcome to day 66. I am on the Heritage Trail. 2 years ago, this segment of trail was under construction. There was they're working on kind of trestles across roads, and you know, it was pretty interrupted if you tried to run it. We didn't, because it was so under construction. So today I saw it was open. You know, I got to run about 3 miles of newly constructed trail, a little over 3 miles. It's really amazing. It's an old, like, kind of railroad grade, so just gentle inclines. It's been really nice, pretty quiet. Just a few people out this morning, besides Miles and I. Yep, just you and I. And we're just finished up some strides. I did strides the other day. I was thinking of the 8, miscounted, I did 9, but did 10 today. I just did 10 seconds of stride, 20 seconds of jogging. 10 seconds was just a nice sweet spot, because I could recover enough in 20 seconds, get my heart rate to a sustainable level, and then push it back up. I'm sure if I look at the data when I get done, the heart rate will kind of have some drift, some increase over the course of the intervals, because I didn't quite recover due to the short recovery period. Oop, got a shoe untied. Here, you get the camera. So, sorry, let me tie my shoe here. So yeah, so I did 10 by 10 seconds, 20-second jog recovery. Focus is always on your turnover and your form. Strides should never feel straining. You shouldn't feel like you're really overexerting yourself. Shouldn't feel like you're clenching your fists or your teeth. That's going too hard. You know, you should be able to recover pretty quick and feel like you could do more by the end. If I'm doing like strides on a hill, I'll have the same starting point, and then I'll try to push a little further up the hill each time in the same amount of time. So, you know, if I'm doing 20 seconds or 30 seconds, same starting point, but I'll do 30 seconds each time, but I'll try to push past where I finished the last interval just by a little bit each time, making my last interval my fastest. By no means should it be all out, so I always talk in terms of RPE. So that would be like a 9 for the strides. I always kind of call it like 5K race pace, which is fast, but by all means no all out. If you're going by heart rate, kind of like 90% heart rate, maximum heart rate, and you want to feel smooth, let yourself flow, you know, focus on the cadence, quick turnover, you know, letting the leg really drive back behind you, getting good knee lift, good arm carriage, nice and smooth, letting those elbows drive backwards, not so much the hands driving upwards. You know, if you're carrying your arms, they don't really go past your sternum or the level of your nipples, if you will. The elbow should drive backwards. That's where you're gonna get most of your drive from. So, you know, today I just kind of threw in a few just to mix up the pace. Gonna try doing strides a few times a week, you know, just 10 seconds for now, maybe some 20-second hill repeats. But this week, just do 2 sessions of strides. Last week I did 1 session. So gradually building them back into my routine. Again, keeping it pretty smooth, not overexerting, and then kind of watching my heart rate after I finish. I got a nice long cool down here. I ran past this little convenience store earlier. This is out and back, so really was a throwback. I totally forgot about this. This is one of my best friends. That was his family's country store. We used to come here, ride our bikes. His grandmother owned it. Done a nice job keeping it up. Looks like it's under somebody else's management now. Mason's marketplace, but got nice parking for the Heritage Trail. Cool little trailhead. Really impressed by all the work they've done here. You're about to see one of the trestles that they built. I mean, they've really put a lot of work into this trail. So cool. Just such a nice resource to have. I think they have a marathon that uses part of this greenway. Be interested in checking that out at some point. I forgot how much water is in this watershed. This isn't one of the big water sources, but I believe we go over the Walk-Hill River here in a little bit. But there's just so much wetland around here. I love the woods. There's all old stone walls, and it's really cool. Yeah, like growing up, I think we ran some of these, but this was all old rail bed, so they pulled up all the ties and stuff. It's kind of annoying to run on railroad tracks. Obviously they were defunct, so you know. Oh, got a biker coming here. Come here, buddy. I gotta have him on a leash when people come by. So anyway, good boy. Have a good day. You too. So Miles has this, good boy, retractable collar. It's really handy. I think rough wear makes it. So if I'm running, I can just grab it if I see somebody. Super handy. Rather than taking a leash on and off. It just kind of tucks into his collar there. So if you've got a running buddy and need something, I think that's rough wear. I'll check it out. I'll try to put it in the description. Find it, put a link. It's a great little thing. Rather than worrying about carrying a leash and such. Super handy. Yeah, I was saying, like, we used to explore these, either bike or running. We used to just, you know, go off in the woods. It's just, I mean, there's so much stuff around here and trails that split off randomly, probably from like hunters. And I'm sure some of it was private property. You know, being a youth, we didn't think about those things, or if we did, we just ignored them. It's kind of like, I know a lot of people have experienced, like, even on this greenway, when I got to the end, the trail still goes. Like, you can see where they're working on it, and they put up barriers, and you know, you're like, it still goes, I can still go. So you skip the barriers, you know. And then I came on a pretty serious gate that went over a trestle. It was a fenced gate, pretty high, and I was like, they're pretty serious about keeping me off of here, so I respected that and turned around. But man, this, like I said, what an amazing little resource this place is. Such a hidden gem. Recorded my podcast this morning before my run. Talked about my gear choices of 2021, all my favorite stuff and why. And then in the show notes, I've got links to all of them. I've got no affiliation to any of them. I didn't receive anything by mentioning them. So, come here, buddy. Good boy. All right, good job. So, you know, they're really just things that I like. I kind of appreciate the fact that I don't have to mention products due to sponsorship. Who knows in 2021 or 2022 if I'll pick up anything. Well, I already know one. Talk about that in a sec. Have a great day. Bye, buddy. So I did pick up squirrel nut butter. I guess I'm kind of, you know, ambassador, if you will. Not the biggest fan of ambassadorship, but I really appreciate squirrel nut butter and what they do for our sport. So happy to support them. Come here, buddy. Good job. So I'm on their adventure team, if you will. They're also going to support Hellbender, which I'm stoked about. They're going to be a partner for Hellbender. So really excited about that. Got a few folks here, so. Good job, buddy. Good morning. How are you? Morning. Good job. All right. I think we're free. Yeah, buddy, I think we're good. So, yeah, squirrel nut butter. You know, I do like their products. I also, you know, depending on how humid it is, I do use Boudreaux's butt paste, which is zinc based, zinc oxide based. It's a little bit better in humid conditions, but now happy to support squirrel nut butter, and I'm thankful they chose me to be a brand ambassador. Got a few others that I really like to support, but we'll see how they turn out. But I really do like, you know, being able to do these videos and not having a bias towards a particular brand or product. So we shall see. I turned down Ultra Aspire. I do like their products, but just felt that, you know, with something as important as pack, especially for Bigfoot, I didn't want to, you know, tie myself to just one brand. And I'm glad I got that Raid Light pack. I'll actually review it. Actually, I did review it in my November newsletter. So if you didn't learn about Raid Light, they've got some really cool products. They're really kind of mountain running minded. You know, great pack for long mountain races. They're designed by the French with the Alps in mind, UTMB, etc. Great pack for stuff like Hellbender, Hard Rock, you know, High Lonesome, those type of races. They've got some really good ideas, really good fit. Got mine for Christmas and wore it just around the house just to check out the fit and feel. Really pleased with it. Excited to, you know, get some long runs in on it. But yeah, check it out. So anyway, yeah, podcast comes out tomorrow, Thursday, December 30th. So check that out. Newsletter will come out January 1st. Just got to add a few links of some things that are coming up, like my podcast, for instance. Again, the Hellbender podcast comes out on January 1st as well. It is going to be a great episode. I know I've said it in previous episodes, but check that out. I'll have it on the MR Running Pains podcast next week. Just so much information about nutrition and practicing with your nutrition and race day nutrition. So Saturday, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Hellbender podcast, check it out. And if you forget, it will be on the MR Running Pains podcast next week. So lots going on. Really excited for the new year. Really enjoying my time up here. Got to see my old high school coach from cross country, Martin Harnick, yesterday, hang out with him. Caught up with him and my sister. So it's been a great visit. Really excited about this new part of the trail. This has been great. I know Miles needed to get out, and my family was still sleeping, so it kept me out of their hair from annoying them. So yeah, lots happening right now. So keep up with me on social media for all these releases, newsletter, podcasts. Really trying to put out a lot of stuff right now, a lot of content. So thank you all for being a part of it. My kids were super stoked about my subscribers. Come on, bud. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Appreciate that so much. Growing, viewership. Hopefully I'm sharing some information that'll be helpful to you in your training in these. If you have ideas or want to hear anything, throw a comment in the comment section, or just message me. I'm happy to talk about things on these videos or do a whole podcast on them. But again, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.